Live. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great Friday evening. It is October 11th. So, yeah, we are here, October 11th. Anyway, I want to start off this live stream by kind of getting into personal stuff, but mainly want to start the live stream and to say rest in peace to my mother, as her 7-year anniversary of her passing will be officially tomorrow. So tomorrow will be 7 years ago since I lost my mom, but I just want to just again have her in my memory and just kind of continue going forward from there. But anyway, so 7 years it's been, but we're getting through it. We're managing, pulling through. But if you guys have ever lost anybody close to you, or someone that has been a close parent or anything, I can certainly relate to that. But anyway, on a positive note, welcome to the live stream. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. And we are here just relaxing, just enjoying a drink and relaxing. So, got Bud Light Platinum today, but let's see. Draco Palm says, can we see the pup Bucky gave you? Sure. Let's go take a look at it. So here I have it all next to the seedlings here, but pretty small. It's on the smaller side. It was like one of the little pups that he gave me, but seems to be doing good. It's cool. I'll try and take as good a care of it as I possibly can. I've never had a banana, so haven't really had much experience, but I've noticed the Chinese pistache tree is already just starting to change color. So I'm gonna have to start bringing this in because I want to keep this green, but you can start seeing the red on the leaves. So I've been keeping it here against the sun where it's getting hot. I have more of Chinese pistache trees here, but anyway, yeah, all the palm trees are looking great, doing gorgeous, looking nice. A lot of nice growth to them. Pushed out all new fronds. Roughly the size of a beer bottle, almost. So, looking good. Anyway, so let's read some of the comments. Fax says, say soy. Pata Oz or potatoes says hi. Some person says hello. Sui. I greatly appreciate the support. Potatoes. That's a cool username. Yeah, feel free to check out if you're new to the channel, feel free to check out my other videos, and hopefully they interest you. But yeah, today, like I said, it's been a long time, since we've had all that anniversary stuff happen. But like I said, going back to October 12th of 2017, that is when my mother's 7th year anniversary since her passing would be tomorrow. So 7 years. Like I said, still keep her in my memory, still think of her every day. And like I said, I just wanted to take a moment to just say that if you have someone that you've ever lost near and dear to you, just know you're never alone, and it just takes time to recover, and you'll never fully recover from it, but because it's such an unfortunate tragedy that happened. But all you can do is push forward and make the best of your current life. But anyway, moving forward, let's see. Slay says hi. Boro1 says, hey bro, stay safe. I heard that there's a hurricane in the United States. Thankfully, I'm nowhere near the Hurricane Valley. I am in the West Coast, like southwestern part of the country, so I don't have to worry about any of that. New Mexico is like the most boring state to where you don't have to ever worry about tropical storms, thankfully. Um, so, thankfully, I don't have to deal with that. But enjoy, your weekend. Enjoy. If you have any plans, feel free to chat below if you got any plans. Relax. Time to relax. Enjoy. Have a drink and just stay safe. Stay safe. But one of my favorites here, Bud Light Platinum. Can't go wrong with it. Definitely a good drink. But I also want to say, for those who have subscribed to the second channel, I greatly appreciate the support. If you haven't subscribed, if you're into destruction of all kinds, destruction videos, go check out my second channel, Albinster's Destruction. You'll find the link and all that in the bio of this channel, or you could just look up Albinster's Destruction. You'll definitely love it. There's a lot of good times in there, a lot of good videos in there, and it's not as big as this channel, but it just got 200 subscribers, so I greatly appreciate the support for that channel. If anybody has started to subscribe or have been joining that channel and seen it, then I greatly appreciate the support. And this channel, it's close to 800 subscribers, and we're almost at 1,000, so I greatly appreciate the support for this channel. And if you like what you see in this channel, if you like the live streams, if you like the vlogging, the unboxing videos, the soda reviews, make sure you're up to date with, if you want to stay up to date with all the newest videos, make sure you're subscribed. And if you feel like other people that you may know like this channel, feel free to share it. Definitely great, and I greatly appreciate the support. And if you have any questions or concerns or ideas or things that you want to see on this channel, let me know, and I'll take your ideas into consideration. If you want to contact me directly at elbinster69@gmail.com, you can. If you have any questions, concerns, or just like to get in touch and say hi, definitely there. But yeah, let's read some of the comments. So Boro1 says, any cute girls in New Mexico? There are, but it really depends. I'm single. I'm still actively looking. I wish I could find somebody, but you know how it is these days. So, but I am single, so it would be nice to meet up with somebody someday. Just saying, it would be nice to have that extra person. But as far as cute girls, though, yeah, there are some, but then there's a lot of kind of South Valley kind of girls, a lot of New Mexico chicks out there, and they're like, you want to stay away from them. But let me see if I could put some light on me, because thankfully I have my other phone, but it's at least put some light on me. There we go. Hopefully that's not too let me see if I could even lower it. Would like to kind of, we'll see how this works. Okay, that works. Draco Palm says, I bought a Sable Miner. It's not that big, but I think you'll probably give me seeds next year. That's pretty cool. If it's gonna possibly produce seeds, then I would think it has a lot of I'm sure it's pretty mature then if it can produce seeds. Chase says hi. Hello, Chase. Welcome to the live stream. And like I said, for anyone that's new to the channel, feel free to know that every Friday I usually try and go live. I usually try and do Friday night live streams. Last Friday I didn't. In fact, last Friday was a pretty bad Friday for me, so it was not a very good day. When I went out of town, with some family, hung out, came back the same day. I didn't go far, but I just went out of town, And of course, I got pulled over by police in a speed trap zone area, and landed up getting a ticket. First ticket I ever got. So landed up having to pay $80 for that. So that has to happen. But Chase says, "How old am I?" Let's see if you can guess my age. How old would you? I'll once you guess, I'll say if you're right or wrong, and I'll tell you. But how old would you think I am? Just by the way I look, the way I sound, as a general idea. 40. You're close, Draco Palms. You're close. I was hoping people would say I look younger than 22, but yeah, 21, soon to be 22. I'll be 22 soon. So just in a few more months, I'll be 22. Sadly. Again, sorry about the traffic. I always have to apologize for traffic because it's just so noisy. But yeah, so I do feel like I could pass for younger, being like I still feel like I could pass for easily going into high school, because when I go to high school, like visit my old high school or whatever, I see people in there that are like they look way older than I do. So I like to think that I could still somewhat pass off as a teenager, but definitely live out your youth as much as you can. That's one piece of advice I would have to say for everybody. Live out your youth as much as you can. Enjoy your teenage years. Enjoy your childhood. Enjoy your young adulthood. And just try and live life as much as you possibly can while you're young, because you'll never get those years back when you get older, and you'll kind of probably regret it to a point. And I know not everybody has that opportunity or that option to, but it's just a good thing to keep in mind, you know. But yeah, I've been wanting to have people do like a Q&A video for this channel, but every time I've mentioned it, no one has seemed interested. So I guess it happens when it happens. But yeah, if anyone does happen to see this live stream later on down the road, or if I at least get enough questions to do maybe even enough for 20, I would say definitely go for it, and tell me if you guys want to see a Q&A video. My God, that's another one. Jeez. Chase says I'm 9. Yeah, we've been getting a few young people on here too, like Bucky Palms, Draco Palms, and Chase. So, which is cool. I'm glad I kind of stand out to the younger crowds. But like I said, I'm not much older, so. But yeah, like I said, live your youth as much as you possibly can. I can't stress that enough. It's just one of those things. You got to enjoy it, you know. But yeah, like a few months ago, earlier this year, I went back to my high school to go and get just a few yearbooks that I never got. So I got a few yearbooks, and I swear, because I went back with my friend Boogie, as you may have heard in my previous live streams. My friend Boogie and my friend, well, we both got our yearbooks. So we were walking through our high school, and we were like actually surprised, of how much older other people look than we do. So I'm like, yeah, I definitely think I could pass off as possibly being a teenager, like a 18 maybe, but we'll see. I mean, I just like to get people's ideas so I can kind of get an overall general idea of what they think. Anyway, Chase says, do I have any pets? I have 3 pets. So I have 3 cats. I have featured them in this channel just a few times here and there. I've showed them off, but not many. Just kind of when I'm already making a video and they happen to be in the video, so I'll show them, but time to time. But yeah, I do have 3 cats. They're pretty nice, loving cats. I'm a cat person. I love dogs to a point, but dogs are just too energetic. They're really hard to deal with sometimes. And at least cats, they take care of themselves, you know. Bucky Palm says, How's the banana I gave you? Let me show you. Let me show you here. There it is. Seems to be doing okay. I've been trying to give it a lot of water too and stuff. I don't know if I should probably bring this in soon when the weather starts getting colder. I know that's going to probably start coming soon, but I know I'm going to have to start taking this in because I notice it's starting to change color on the leaves, so I'll have to do that. But these saguaros, man, I can't get over how big they're getting. I mean, that's huge. Saguaros are looking great from Arizona. And these palm trees, like I said, I grew these ones from seed. So keep it away from 35 to 40. So I'll probably bring it in by next week. I hear by next week it's supposed to start getting kind of colder. So we'll have to bring that in. But look how nice these California fan palms are that I grew from seed. I trimmed them. I trimmed a couple fronds off because they were turning yellow, but they've pushed out all new fronds, big fronds too. Now they're getting big. Looking good though. Pushed out this one too, and the trunks on these are getting kind of chunky, looking good. Same goes with this one. I've noticed this one has a little bit more red in it, but I'm thinking if these are anything near a Mexican fan palm, I would think they're hybrids, but I'm almost positive that they're California fan palms. They could be possibly hybrids, but we'll see. And these are all the same too. These are all the same age. These are just a lot smaller because they're planted together, but I repotted them and they're looking good. 3 of them all in one little cluster of California fan palms. This one from Mesa, Arizona, looking good too. So yeah, they're all doing good. This one is the one I dug out of the ground back in 2021 in Las Cruces, and it's growing. It's had a rough year in Santa Fe, a couple years in Santa Fe, but it's growing now again. I brought it back to Albuquerque, and it's doing better. Pushed out this frond, and it's opening up this one, so it's doing good. Repotted it as well. Got the sable here too. The sable's doing really good. First year it's actually had really good looking fronds. This one just got pushed out, and this one too, opening up that one. And then there's that little seedling that Bucky gave me, that little seed. So Chase says, I have 2 pets and a dog and a cat. Dogs, like I said, I like dogs. I like huskies. I like chihuahuas. I like a few dogs like that. Those are probably my favorites. But I love cats a lot. Here's the Mediterranean fan palm, doing good. Packed with fronds. I mean, it just keeps pushing and pushing. More fronds. Trunk's starting to get pretty big. I did trim off some of the old fronds there so these trunks can start coming out. But I think they probably won't be out until next year sometime. But as you can see, those are 2 new trunks popping out, so looking good, getting nice and full. And then we have the big California fan palm here for $20 that I got for $20 at Home Depot. And like I said, $20, can't beat it. Really good sized palm. I pay $20 for a palm tree roughly this size, or like this size, probably a little smaller than this. So to get one this big, pretty nice. I probably am gonna have to repot this soon. I know it's been growing a lot, so it's gonna probably need one, but it pushed out this whole front here, so it's just slowly starting to open. But the fronds are roughly good size. Pineapple's doing good. Here's the pineapple I grew from a pineapple top. No no new flower, so it doesn't look like it's going to produce a pineapple anytime soon. I'm going to have to bring that in too soon. And all these seedlings, like I said, I have all these seedlings here for sale. So if anyone's interested, let me know. Contact me. I could sell some seedlings here. All those seedlings here of the California fan palms will look like that. So then we have the Brahia armata, blue Mexican fan palm, native to Baja California, but pushing really good sized fronds. They're big, looking great. This is the biggest palm I do have, but like I said, it always looks so gorgeous with the bluish silvery color. It's different. Trunk's a good size too, but it's really big. I mean, just looking at it, let's see if I could back up a little. That's what it looks like. Really nice. And for the seedlings, like I said, I'll start one for 10, but if you buy more than one, I'll do like a $5 increase. Normally I was charging 10 each, but I'll do a $5 increase each. So like 2 for 15, 3 for 20, 4 for 25, just kind of do an increase, a $5 increase each time. We have a spider there. I'm not sure what kind of spider that is. I don't want to know. But we have the Trachycarpus fortunei. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. The blue Mexican fan palm definitely has a similar style trunk to a Trachycarpus. As you can see, this is a Trachycarpus windmill palm. Trunk, it has the fibers and it has all that kind of like a trunk like that. But looking at the Trachy, look how big the fronds are. This one's had a really good year. It's gotten big, really big fronds, way bigger. Let me bring the bottle so you can see for reference. Your standard beer bottle versus that. So getting really big, but looking great. That's roughly about as tall as it is, so it's looking good. But yeah, looking at the Trachy, it definitely does look like a Trachycarpus trunk, but that's one thing I've noticed. We'll take a look at the Canary Island date palm. This one's gotten big, so I've had this one since 2 years roughly. I got this one back in 2022, end of 2022 in Arizona. I believe I got this in Tempe, Arizona, but I got it at Lowe's for like $30, I think. And to see it a few years later, I mean, it's big. I mean, these fronds are huge. I mean, you could see my arm, my elbow here, and you could just see how long they are. So they're roughly about some are like about 2 feet, some are probably roughly 3 feet, 3.5 feet, depending. But the trunk, it still even has some of the original fronds on it 2 years later. You can see how small they started off, and you can see how big they've gotten. But these things are pokey, man. They kind of poke you. So, but yeah, it's pushed out this whole new frond right here. This one's a new one, and this one's new. Looking great though. I've repotted it. So yeah, the trunk has gotten huge though. Look how big the trunk is versus my hand. You can see even your standard beer bottle, like I said, comparing it. These things poke. You gotta be careful, but yeah. So definitely huge. Looking good though. One of my favorite palms too, the Canary Island date palms. They're usually cold hardy to about zone 9, and this is zone 7A, 7B. So it should not even be in this climate, but as long as I have a place to keep it and through the winter, it should be fine. I did fine last year, a couple years. I eventually will have to probably bare root it and cut off some fronds so it will stay small. But looking at the other California fan palm, this is the one I got for 20 bucks from some local seller here. Last year I got it, but it's pushing out another frond. It's opening, so it should be out by next week. It does have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, so it's opening its 9th. It has a good sized little trunk to it, but nothing too crazy. Looks good though against the spotlight. And then I have all these. All right, take care, Chase. Drago Pump says, how tall was it when you bought it? Which one? Which palm tree are you talking about? The Canary Island? We're talking about this one. It was pretty small. I mean, it wasn't really big at all. I mean, the trunk was real small. Like I said, the trunk was maybe the size of a beer bottle in diameter, so it wasn't too big. But now it's really expanded. It's probably the thickness of maybe the size of a 2-liter bottle, maybe more. But it has a lot of growth on it. I mean, this thing just took off. This thing has so many fronds on it. I can't even count them. They're just packed with fronds, and it keeps pushing more. Like I said, you could see just how many are in there. But it looks good. I mean, it's kind of like a pineapple. But yeah, like I said, I might have to bare root it, which means I'd have to remove all the dirt off the root ball, majority of it, trim down some of the fronds, and just try and repot it in another pot, because there's just no way I'll be able to keep it going. I mean, I don't really want to put it in a pot bigger than this. And this is like a pretty good sized pot. I think this is, I don't even know what size of pot this is, but it's a good size. So I really don't want to have to pot it any bigger, because like I said, Canary Island date palms get huge. These things grow massive. The roots grow fierce, the fronds grow fierce. They grow like if they're on steroids. So that's why I don't really fertilize it much. But taking a look here at these other seedlings, I still have to separate these. I don't really care if they survive or not, but these ones are all set to go. These ones are well established, so those ones are good. Ponytail palm, which really isn't even a palm tree, but yeah, a lot of them pushing their third spears. I'm gonna have to start taking in the Majesty palm, because I've noticed it's been getting this yellow kind of color to it. So I don't know if it's because it's not potted. I know it doesn't really need to be repotted. In fact, let's take a look at it real quick, because it shouldn't need. Maybe it does. I mean, it still has some growth in it, but I don't think it really needs to be repotted just yet. So maybe it is just because of the cold. I mean, we haven't been getting that cold, but maybe I should just start taking this in. Thankfully, it's only, I mean, I only paid $8 for this, but you could see some kind of golden fronds to it. So I'm sure it could be the fact that it could be getting cold. So have to take that in. Just want to be careful. And then honestly, let's take a look real quick at these California fan palms. I know I'm going to have to repot them real soon. And that's the thing, palm tree roots grow fierce. Like they're not bad roots, but they grow fierce. They grow really quick. Let's take a look here at this at these ones. I already know I'm going to have to repot them soon. Yep, pretty much, as you can see. A lot of roots on there. Definitely pretty much time to repot them. So 2 big pots to put them in. This one I'm sure is just the same. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, see? That's when you can tell you need to repot them. Look how much they grow. I mean, look at all this. This is all root right there. So I'll repot those probably now. These ones I just did, so I don't have to worry. I'm gonna probably have to repot this sable too. Add some more dirt to it. Other than that, I'm gonna probably have to repot this one too, real soon. Probably within the next month or so. I'll take a look at it as well, but I checked it not too long ago, so we'll see. But yeah, we have that to do. We'll check anyway, since now we'll just check it because it gives me some time to prepare and see if I needed to do it. Good sized trunk though, as you can see. Wow, look at all these roots. So yep, it definitely already needs to be repotted. And literally I literally repotted this not too long ago. Well, I didn't repot it. It's still in the same pot that I bought it in, but I added more dirt to the bottom. So I've already kept it in here about as long as I can. So it's been in there quite some time. I mean, I've had this palm tree since June of this year. So I've had it since June. I've added some dirt to it twice. So now it's at the max where I do have to repot it. But see, this is what you want. You want a big palm tree in a little pot. Because this pot, I'm telling you, is small. I mean, it's not that big. I mean, those ones over there are almost as big as it. So that's what you want. You want a big tree in a small pot, as small as you can, if you want to keep it potted. Now, because it makes it easier to move. You do have to make sure they're watered a lot more, but eventually, like I said, I'm going to have to repot this. I'm going to do that while I'm doing these other ones. And probably do it since now. And hopefully I have some pots for them, because I usually keep all my pots over here. Definitely one thing you want to consider when you're growing palm trees and keeping them potted, you want to make sure that they have enough growing space and they're in fast draining soil, because if they're not going to thrive. So I'll probably put that big one in here, this big pot right here. And for the smaller ones, I thought I had 2 more pots. I don't know, maybe I could put them in this pot here. I think if I put them, they'd probably be in this kind of pot. But unfortunately, I am only seeing I have, unless I can put them in this ones. These might be the ones I'm thinking of, which won't be much bigger than what they're already currently in. Let's see. Let's take a look and compare them. These should be fine. Yeah, those should be fine. I'll plant those for now. Next year, I don't know what I'll do with them. Like I said, I'll have to figure out something, but I already know next year they're going to get probably as big, or if not bigger than that other palm tree, but that I currently have. So it definitely does matter on pot size. I also do have this pot here. So this one once that's done, I'll probably put it in that. And if I ever wanted to keep it in a big pot, that's my biggest pot right there, a trash can. Because honestly, that's the cheapest that's the cheapest pot you can buy for the biggest size. And it works good. It has handles, you can move it if you put it on a dolly. These are some of the Brahia Armata fronds that I had to cut. Just a lot of fronds that I have to cut. So yeah, I'll do that since now I'll pre-pot them. Let's see. Yeah, Bucky says very root bound. My Washingtonia. Chase says I'm back. Welcome back to the live stream, Chase. Bucky Palm says my Washingtonia is small in a 3-gallon pot and in root bound. I think it's that one you're showing me. And I have not, and I don't have a pot for it. Yeah, you definitely want to definitely prioritize the palms that need it the most. Like these ones right here, these 3 are going to need to be repotted like now. And if I really could probably just leave it in there, but it's going to look like crap. It's not going to look good. It's going to start killing off. I already lost 2 fronds because of it, which is normal. But you can start seeing that these ones aren't looking as good. This one's already starting to yellow, so it does need to be repotted. This one I just did, so I'm not worried about it. The sable is fine because the sable hardly grows. It doesn't grow very much, so I don't have to worry about repotting it so much. The Mediterranean, I'm going to have to probably repot soon. I might put that in that gray pot too. So I'll have a place for that. When you have a bunch of palm trees, you want to make sure you plan it out. You want to make sure you have enough pots for when they get big. Save your pots too. There's a little spider in here too. It looks like a widow. Yep, that's a widow, right? Let me get some raid. Hopefully I still have some, but yeah, you gotta. Hopefully I still have some raid out here. I do hope I do, but I'm not seeing any. I was positive though there's a can out here somewhere floating around. Would like to kill that thing before it starts taking over. Oh well, I'll figure it out, but there's some bug spray there I guess I could use. Yeah, that's the thing, like I said, you really want to plan for palm trees. So yeah, all these will be repotted. The next video you see, they'll be repotted. Won't really worry about the Mediterranean too much yet. I'll take a look. Whenever winter comes along, one piece of advice I want to give you is check your palms before winter. Check them. Before you bring them inside, before the winter time comes, right when it starts getting cold, right before you bring them in and keep them in, check them. Make sure that they don't need to be repotted. Make sure that they are good. And if you think that they can go the whole winter without being repotted, great. If not, you better do it. That way you won't have any problems with it dying through the winter. So that's one major thing. You also don't want to really water them too much as well either if you're keeping them in an enclosed area. You don't want to water them, but maybe once every couple weeks, maybe once a week, depending. You want to keep grow lights on them if you can. Keep grow lights, keep them in a sunny room if you possible, and that's basically what you do. Thankfully, I do have a garage, so that's where all these will be going. I don't have to bring them inside. Saves me the trouble, keeps the house cleaner. This one though, yeah, this one will fit perfect in the garage, so I don't have to worry about it. Did fine last year, it'll do fine again. So pineapple and the saguaros, maybe the banana plant and the Chinese pistache tree and the majesty palm will all be going in probably within the next, probably soon, probably even since now. I'm going to start bringing them in. So that's kind of the updates for the palms. Everything else is staying out. Everything else will be out as long as we can keep it out. I'll keep the Washingtonias exposed to cold weather, but until it starts getting really cold to where it's getting down to the mid 30s, I'm just gonna pull them in. Probably even high 30s, I'll just keep them in because there's no point in keeping them out. Because maybe about mid 30s, I'll do like down to 35, and then I'll pull them right in because I'm not gonna. They're not gonna be as cold hard being in a pot. Bucky says, "Will you ever get a queen palm again?" I would like to. The only problem with queens is that they don't really grow too fast. And unless you can provide them a lot of heat, a lot of sun, and get one early in the year, probably be the only way I'd get one. And I think I would, considering that it's only like 20 or 30 bucks for one. So it's not too bad a price for one. So I'd consider getting one. They do have a lot. I do like queen palms, but I really want to get, next time when I go down to Las Cruces, which will probably be in December, I'm going to be looking for a foxtail palm because I went to Home Depot where I found this one, and they had foxtail palms. I'm really thinking about getting a foxtail palm tree. I would even like a royal palm. A royal palm would be nice, but I'd probably consider getting a foxtail next time I go if they have them in stock. Last year when I went back in December, they did have them in stock, and when I went back in June this year, they did have them in stock as well. So I definitely know that foxtail palms are probably going to be sold at Home Depot there, but I don't know. I really want something that I don't really have to worry about too much. I mean, because as it is, I have a Canary Island date palm that I have to prioritize, the blue Mexican fan palm that I have to prioritize, possibly the Mediterranean to a point. I'm not, the Majesty, what else? The saguaros. I don't really have to worry with the saguaros much. Those are the main palms that I do have to worry about. The palm trees that I can't easily get. But yeah, I would say the blue Mexican and the Canary Island date palm are probably the most important ones because I can't just up and go get them. You know, the sable dwarf is pretty hardy too, so I'm not worried about that. It's probably almost as cold hardy as the trachea. So other than that, though, like everything else, you know, I don't really have to worry about their Washingtonias, dime a dozen, but the rare palms are the ones you want to prioritize. Any of your favorite palms you want to prioritize the most, because if you let them go and stuff, you know, you're going to have a huge loss, especially for as much as I paid for my blue Mexican fan palm. I paid like $220 for it. So that was last year, I believe. Yeah, last year. So great looking palm, don't want to lose it. Thankfully, it's big enough and a big enough pot, so I shouldn't have to worry about repotting it anytime soon. I did it earlier this year, back in probably around June, I say. So it shouldn't need to be repotted anytime soon. It should go well through winter, and hopefully well through next year. I should only have to repot that once a year. So I should have, and if I wanted to keep repotting it in the same pot, I probably have a couple years left in that pot, but we'll see. We'll see how it does. It's cool. Anyway, yeah, so I have a lot of work to do. But just so you guys can get a close look at these seedlings, they're looking pretty decent. They're not bad. I mean, they're still pulling through. They're still going. I think they've already passed the shock. So I just try and water them every day, every other day. Some look a bit better than others, but some look really good. Some have pretty thick trunks, like this one here. So they should be doing good. I think they're ready. I just haven't really taken off a lot of these little dead fronds, but as long as they're green, as long as they're pushing new growth, they'll be fine. The pineapple too, like I said, it's gotten huge. It's looking good. It's kind of grown a little crooked. That's like the base of it. But looking good. It would be nice though if next year we do actually get a pineapple sprouting from it, because it has been 3 years that I've had that alive. So 3 years since 2021. Hopefully it will survive. I'm also trying to grow some pinon trees. Hopefully those will sprout. If not, no big deal. But yeah, feel free to chat. Feel free to comment if you're interested, and if you have any plans, anything you want to talk about palms, or really anything in general. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will be out, I believe, in another couple weeks. So yeah, about another week or so it should be out, thankfully, and we'll have to add that to the Black Ops collection, the Call of Duty collection. But yeah, it's actually kind of a nice night. They say we're supposed to get down to like probably 52. It's usually what it's been averaging, like 52, 55, 50s. So hopefully we'll get down. Hopefully we'll stay warm for quite some more time. Bucky says, how do you grow the pinon? It's kind of just like what you would do with anything else. Here, all you do is like soak the seeds for a while and put them in some dirt. We'll keep them in the cold, like in the fridge, and then like sprout them. Sprout them, like just throw them in the dirt and or like a pot or something, and they should sprout. So I have like about 5 of them, you know, in some of these pots. So hopefully they'll sprout. It would really be nice if I could get some pinon trees to start sprouting, because eventually I will be able to have pinon trees. But yeah, they supposedly say it's pretty easy. So pinon are like nuts, but they're also seeds. They're like seeds, edible seeds that you can eat. But I roasted some, thanks to my good friend Justin, aka Boogie. He gave me some. They went picking it up in Hyde Park. So thankfully we got some pinon. I haven't had it in like a decade, but I really do enjoy pinon. So I'm really hoping I can germinate those. I'll keep you guys updated if anything happens with them. But I did lose those pine trees that I took from Hyde Park, that I tried taking, but they didn't make it. So hopefully I'll have luck starting them from seed. But pinons are very expensive. They were trying to sell it for like 50 bucks a pound, and then it went down to like 30 bucks a pound. But it's still expensive for a pound of pinon. It's good though. If you've ever had pinon, it's really good. Just roast it with some salt and they'll be good. You know, gotta love pinon. Just like you gotta love green chili. Bucky says, I haven't had pinon in years. I don't know it tastes like. Hopefully this year I'll try it. People are selling it for 40. Yeah, it's for 40 bucks. Up to 50 I've seen. But it kind of tastes just like your typical roasted nut. I mean, it's not like it has a slightly sweet taste, but it's more like it's just more of a, if you've ever had like a peanut, like a regular peanut, it's kind of similar to that. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's similar to a peanut, but a lot smaller, softer, and it's hard. It's just hard to explain. It's good though. It's your typical nut flavor, but you gotta love pinon. It's good, especially if you could get the big ones, like the little, because there's a lot of little ones, but you want to get big ones that are easier to pop open and eat. Ugh. hopefully I can get some more pinon. That would be nice to get. Um, yeah, like I said, it's probably been about 10 years since I've had pinon, so it's been quite a while. Definitely a long time. All right, take care, Chase. Yep, and just like I was talking with you on what was it, Sunday? Uh, no, Saturday. Of course, the Raiders lost. I was kind of expecting that. Our season was pretty much over when it began. Like, so since probably, we'll say, first game of preseason, even the second game since preseason, I knew the season was over. Sure enough, I was right. Raiders suck this year. Even the Cardinals aren't doing good, but I at least have a little bit more faith in the Cardinals than I do with the Raiders because the Raiders aren't really so much of a. I mean, at least the Cardinals aren't so much of a letdown. But hopefully the Raiders will win. I really do hope the Raiders can start picking up and stuff. I really hate to see the Raiders losing so badly, but I think the Cardinals will do better. We'll see. On some people coming by, but yeah, let's see. The Broncos finally beat them. It's been 4 years. I thought there was a game though last year. I think there was a game last year back in it was last year I think and or the year before, and the Raiders landed up getting beat by the Broncos. So I definitely think it's happened more than once um, recently. I definitely think the Broncos beat the Raiders last year, but I could be wrong. I really try not to. I haven't even really been following the Raiders just because they've been so poorly. They've been playing so poorly, so it's not worth it. It's not worth wasting my time watching a game that I already know when they're going to fail. So it's kind of unfortunate, but hopefully things will change. What they really need to do with the main problem with the Raiders is they need to get rid of the owner. Once they get rid of the owner, things will probably go back to being really good. They might actually become a successful team again. But the way they play right now, the way whoever's in charge right now, I'm sorry, that team isn't going anywhere. And it's been like this for decades. It's been just miserably bad, and it's just I will barely even watch the first part of the quarter, and I'll just turn it off because we had that game in the bag. I mean, we had the Broncos, and they threw the lead away. They let it all go, and I'm like, really, you guys worked and played that hard to get to beat them, and then you let it go. I mean, like, you guys are stupid. So yeah, the Raiders, and then it's like they deserve to lose. They really deserve to lose because once they get that bad, it's like, yeah, you guys deserve to lose because if you guys can't, if you're playing like a bunch of girls, like playing really bad, it's like babies, really, then yes, goodbye. You you might as well. You're better off forfeiting the game. That's how bad it is. You better just forfeit because we already know who's gonna win. You might as well just forfeit. But what they should have done was benched. They should have just uh, benched Garoppolo and call it a day. Because he's obviously no good. He's worthless. Can't count on Garoppolo to do anything right. Always throwing interceptions and stuff. So, uh, yeah, I had hope and faith when he first became our quarterback, but once I found out that Garoppolo was trash, threw in the towel. I'm like, you know what, heck with this guy. He's just as bad as Carr, if not worse. So that says it all. Like I said, the main problem that the Raiders have is the fact that really they're horrible. The one fact that, like I said, the one fact that needs to be fixed is they need a new owner. I mean, that's it. That is the main problem. New owner, everything will be hopefully a lot better for that team. As far as the Cardinals go, at least I would say they have more of a chance at winning than the Raiders do. So there's that to be said. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe next year. That's all we can really say because, hopefully next year we'll be better. But, yeah, if you guys have anything else to chat about, feel free to comment below. Yeah, the Broncos should. The Broncos should have. They probably have a better chance than we do, but we'll see. They've already won their past couple games. I already think. They played KC. I think they played KC already, which we all knew who was going to win that game. But yeah, that's one team I really dislike is Kansas City. I really don't care for Kansas City. I don't care for Mahomes. I really don't care for Taylor Swift much either. She's not really that good, honestly. She only has a few good songs, in my opinion. The rest are just annoying. But yeah, there's Taylor Swift. That's Mahomes' honey. And you guys haven't played KC yet. Okay. But when he we'll win. We'll see. I mean, Kate, you gotta think. Did we play KC? I'm not sure. I think we did. I think we did play KC already. So I'm thinking, yeah, they're undefeated, I think, right now. But every team that goes undefeated always falls apart in the end. So we already know they'll probably fall apart in the end because no team has ever really gone all the way undefeated. I mean, it's maybe happened once, but it's so rare. Taylor Swift, I just don't like her. She's not really not to be rude or anything, but one, she's not really good looking. Two, she's just overrated, highly overrated. Like all you see is Taylor Swift, Taylor Swiftie. Like my Swifties, my Swifties love me, my Swifties. I'm like so gay, honestly, with that. I mean, it really is. And when you go to her concerts, like you see all the people that love her so much, and I'm like, her music isn't that good, people. I mean, there's music that's way better than Taylor Swift's music. Like, for example, Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey has way better music, in my opinion, than Taylor Swift. Who else? Beyonce old Beyonce has way better music than she does. The group Destiny's Child was way better than Taylor Swift. Who else, man? There's so many people that I could go off and talk about. I would even say Amanda Pettis is better than Taylor Swift. And Amanda Pettis is like a person you hardly hear about anymore, but she had some good songs, And I love, like I said, I love 2000s hip-hop and R&B. I love the 90s rap. I love mid-2010s. Like, I like anything from basically 1990 all the way up into 2017 at the very latest. And even when it goes up to 2017, there's only a handful of good songs for those years. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So those are the best years of music that, in my opinion, of my life. So, which is basically the majority of my life. So, um, from that time until now, it's pretty much my whole life uh, of good music. And ever since like 2018, that's when the music really started to change. That's when all these new groups started coming around, and that's when the music really started to suck. So music today is just horrible. I can't stand this new music. I can't stand all these new singers. And then I'm like thinking to myself, how are they playing this crap on the radio? Like, for example, that one song, Billie Eilish, What I Was Made For. Really, you're going to be playing this sad, crappy song that no one even wants? I'm sure some people do, like this new modern people like, but I can't stand that song. I cannot stand Billie Eilish, What I Was Made For. I can't stand these other songs too. The, anything that you hear on the radio today, on a hip hop and R&B radio station, or even pop in general, anything you hear today, I can't stand basically. If it's old music, sure, that they'll once in a while play on the radio, then yeah, I'll love it. But and then it's sad. Okay, I have to listen to radio stations. I can't even listen to radio stations in my own hometown or my own state, or like in this area, because all the radio stations suck. You know, they all play the same old crappy music, the modern music, and it's junk. And then, so what do I have to do? A few radio stations, I'll give you ideas to listen to. Okay, there's this radio station um, called Hot 103, and it's in Las Cruces. It's Hot 103.1. It's in Las Cruces. It's a hip hop and R&B station. Today's hottest music. I really do like that station. They do play a lot of crap music sometimes, you know, because during the day, but they do have a lot of good music too that they play. They at least throw in old music as well, so it's not like it's just strictly today's hottest music. It's playing all different variety of music. And then on holidays like Halloween, they do throwback weekends where it will literally last 4 days of nonstop hip hop R&B, and that's all they'll play from the 2000s, from the 90s, 2010s. That's all they'll play, and they won't play a single new modern song. And that's what I love about that station, because they do throwback weekends. Like on Halloween, I think it lands on a Thursday. They'll start playing it probably on Wednesday or Thursday of this year, and it'll probably go through the weekend up until Sunday. So you'll have Halloween throwback weekends. You'll have for Christmas. You have a whole week of Christmas, like the whole week from Christmas to New Year's. That whole week will be nothing but throwbacks, which is cool. They won't play one modern song. Same comes for Memorial Weekend, Labor Day weekend, 4th of July. That's when you'll hear the throwback weekends. So you definitely got to love them. Anyway, next station I want to recommend is Hot 93.5 El Paso. It's basically kind of like Hot 95.1. If you're in the Albuquerque area, you'll hear the station Hot 95.1. Albuquerque is old school. The station barely works in our town. I mean, some spots it works good, some parts it's real staticky. It doesn't work out of Albuquerque, so it's junk. But Hot 93.5, they're pretty good. They're almost like the one in Albuquerque. Another one I want to mention is 101.1 The Bounce, which is in Arizona. 101.1 The Bounce, the Valley's throwback station. You'll love that station. They play a lot of good music that they rarely play on the station too, like old music. And that's another thing. The stations are the old school stations around town play the same old school music, just a few same old songs every day. And I'm like, there's so many more songs that you could be adding to that list. Why are you limiting yourself to these certain songs? So it gets annoying after a while. So yeah, definitely you could stream 101.1 The Bounce on the app. Hot 103 has an app. Just look up Adam's Radio Group, Hot 103, and they also have another station, sister station, Classic Rock 98.7, which is Truth or Consequences, and Southern New Mexico's classic rock. They play a lot of good songs too. So just look up Adams Radio Group, look up classic rock 98.7, 89.7, and no, it's 98.7, and then look up today's hot, just look up Adams Radio Group, Hot 103, and look up one more. It's Hot 97.5 and 103.9. Hot 97.5 and 103.9. The Rhythm of the Valley. Basically, it's Phoenix's variety station. They have a lot of good. They play a lot of Michael Jackson. They play a lot of 2000s music. They play a lot of new music. They like to play a lot of NSYNC, a lot of classic songs that you won't really, and bands that you won't really hear on the air. So they're another good station I recommend listening to. So those. Oh, and if you've ever heard of the radio DJ Delilah, she's also really good. So I recommend listening to Sunny 99.9 El Paso, because Delilah has she's a really good DJ. So I like Delilah. And we used to have her. On a local station, Magic 99.5 FM, which was like basically a station that plays like soft rock and stuff like that. So unfortunately, we don't have her on Magic 99.5. So I have to go listen to, again, a station in El Paso, Texas, because she can't be on our stations. And that's the thing. If any of you guys know about, if you're in the local area, Kiss 97.3, hip hop and R&B, it used to be a really good station. They've ruined it. It's nothing great. Back in the day, they used to have Carmen calls in the morning and afternoon. I think they've removed Carmen calls. Maybe they have it in the morning still, but yeah, they ruined that. It used to be Dana Cortez and the Candyman DJing the morning show, and now I don't even think Dana Cortez. No, now it's this new lady. It's what's her name? Gosh, I can't even think of her name right now. Gina Lee Fuentes and Ando. I'm like, or DJ Automatic now. I'm like, I really don't care for those guys. And then you have the Dana Cortez show, and I'm like, honestly, Kiss isn't what it used to be, and I really don't care for Kiss. I don't really care for 93.3 the KOB. Well, now it's the Q, 93.3 the Q, but it used to be KOB 93.3 KOB FM. And there used to be a few other good stations too, like Jammin' 105.1. They used to play a lot of good classic hip hop and R&B about 10 years ago, and then they got rid of that station. Now it's now I don't even know what it is now. It's some other station, but it used to be playing throwbacks on 105.1. And now the only other good stations that I would recommend locally is maybe Hot 95.1, because that's the only one here. Hot 101. No, it's what is it? Power 100.9. Power 100.9. And then there's 101.3. 99.9 The Beat's also decent too. So oh really? My friend's dad owns 99.9 The Beat radio station. That's cool. Maybe you could throw in a good word and start having to play some throwbacks and stuff. Playing a lot of good music that you hardly hear on the stations anymore. Stuff that's different, like Bugaboo. If any of you guys have ever heard that song Bugaboo, that's a good song. Carrie Hilson, Knock Me Down, Obsessed, Mariah Carey, just a few songs that are different that you rarely hear anymore. Just a lot of remix songs they could play, like Cinderella, which is basically Umbrella from Rihanna. Umbrella, but it's remix called Cinderella featuring Chris Brown and Rihanna. That'd be cool. I Know You See It by Young Jock. That would be a good song that they could play again. Get Like Me by David Banner. That would be good. You really don't hear him play Ice Cream Paint Job. You really don't hear him play Independent, like INDPEEENDEENT. You know what that mean? You don't really hear them play Independent, featuring Lil Boozy and a few others. So I'm just saying a few songs that you rarely hear anymore that are good. You don't even really hear Bartender much. Up and Down featuring T-Pain, you don't really hear them anymore. So those are the stations I recommend you try and listening to. Definitely go check them out. Those are my top radio stations that I like to listen to. Oh, and 97.5 The Vibe, classic hip hop for Tucson. Tucson's throwback station, 97.5 The Vibe. So those are probably my favorite top 10, probably my top stations, I would say. So definitely check them out. And like I said, it's sad because I can't even listen to my local stations in my own town because they suck. They're horrible. Maybe one or two that are decent, but the rest are just horrible from when I grew up. So I have to listen to another a station from another state. Even the news, even our news, KOAT Action 7 News, I really don't care for it anymore. It's horrible. You have nothing but idiots running it. They can't even predict weather. They have a lot of new faces there. I really don't care for KOAT. I don't care for KOB4 either, nor KRQE 13. So what do I have to do? I have to watch other states' news. It's kind of sounds stupid, but it's actually more entertaining to watch other states' news than watch your own. You know, watching ABC 15 Arizona news, watching KGUN 9 Tucson news, watching ABC 7 KVIA El Paso and Las Cruces news is way far more interesting than watching New Mexico, because lately with our news, it's the same old news every day. Another shooting, another stabbing, another high-speed pursuit chase, police chase, another, something going wrong. It's always something in Albuquerque, man, and it's just annoying. It's like all they do is talk about that Rush shooting and with Alec Baldwin, and I'm like, I'm sick of death hearing of that. And they're still 3 years later talking about it like it was yesterday. So it's really annoying. I can't stand our local news stations. So again, I have to listen to other states' newses because ours suck. Just like this whole state sucks. The roads in the state suck. The people in the state suck for the most part. Like, they're just not nice. They're arrogant. They're inconsiderate. The people running the place don't know how to run New Mexico. All the funds that we're paying for, tax dollars, aren't even getting used for what they should be getting used for. It's just bad. New Mexico really has a bad image for itself, and it's sad. Because you look at every other state, they take pride. They take pride. And how do I know this? Because, look, I've been watching ABC 15 Arizona news. It's the local Phoenix station's news, like the local Phoenix news. And they actually ask the community questions. They ask, if you see a problem on the road, let us know, and we'll go out and fix it. They said, if you see a problem on the road, just let us know, and we'll go out and make sure that it gets fixed. They'll do that. They'll listen to the community. If people need legal advice, they need an investigation done for something that wasn't their fault, ABC 15 will take care of them. Do you think in our stations would ever do that? Do you think our stations would ever ask the community to see if they could fix anything, help the community, helping the homeless? Do you think they would do anything? No. Because our city doesn't care, our state doesn't care, our state doesn't have pride, our city doesn't have pride, and nobody cares. And that's the thing that hurts New Mexico. I look at Arizona, wow, it's a really clean place. I feel safe here. It feels great. It looks great. It's pretty. And it looks inviting. It looks happy. It looks great. And you come here, nothing but people that want to rip you off and people that don't care and treat you horribly. I mean, that's why I said New Mexico sucks. And it's sad when you see it. When you see the way other states are ran and you see yours, it makes you want to leave. But Um, ABQ does not care about the crime or the homeless, and that's true. That is exactly true. They do not care, and it's a shame to see this city go down because Albuquerque used to be a good place at one point. It used to be a nice place, but no longer it is. It's horrible. Albuquerque sucks. Santa Fe sucks. The only city that I actually do like is Las Cruces, and even then, it's like still in New Mexico, but it's just so far away. Other than that, I can't stand New Mexico for that reason. But the only reason I have to live here is because one, grew up here, born and raised here, and two, family, friends. That's the only reason I'd be staying in New Mexico. If I didn't have any family or friends alive, I would probably just leave because what for would I want to stay in this crummy state? But like I said, that's just as if I had nobody. But seems how I do have a purpose here and a reason to stay. That's the only reason I have strings attached to stay in New Mexico. But it's just sad. Dang, you almost got kidnapped at 5? Really? Wow. I believe it though. I believe something like that could happen. I mean, you see so many issues here in the state, and it's just so sad. And like I said, nobody cares. I mean, what are our tax dollars going for? Look at the roads. They're horrible. Albuquerque's roads are just so bad. They are really, really bad. They're like beyond repair. I mean, they just need to rip them up and start over because they are really bad. And then what's stupid is that this state will invest money in crap that doesn't need to be fixed. For example, they're paving I-25 going towards the Sandia Casino, towards Santa Fe. They were paving that part of the road. And not only they paved it, but they paved it twice. They paved it on top of paving it again. So, but they won't touch I-40. For whatever reason, they will not touch I-40, which needs it desperately. So it just goes to show this city will pay and invest money for crap that doesn't need to be done. They invest their money on all the wrong things. And it's a shame. It's really a shame, man, to see how they just basically throw their money out the window and pocket the rest. That's what they do. You look at Arizona, do you see them having a traffic problem? Do you see them having road problems? Do you see them having any issues? No, because they are fixing it. They are making it a point to fix it. That's what the money is getting used for. It's getting used for the right purposes. By the Sonic at Juan de Bo and Central, we were walking back home and I was running ahead. And a red car pulled up and said, "Get in the car," and they said they were yelling at me to get in. Dang. That's intense, man. That's crazy that even happened. But again, it's in the ghetto. It's in the worst part of town. Juan de Bo and Central. One of the worst places to be in. So yeah, I would believe it. I would believe it for sure. Anything in that southeast side is bad. Anything in that southeast side is horrible. That's the war zone. Not much, Chase. We're just chilling here, so. But yeah, I gotta still go and repot all those trees and stuff, so I'll probably have to end it soon, maybe in the next couple minutes, next minute. But just stay safe out there. That's, don't let anybody take advantage of you. If you see trouble, try running away from it and hiding from it, because that's all you can do. Just be safe, be smart, and be careful. But yeah, like I said, maybe one day things will change. Maybe we'll get a new governor. That's what we need. We need a new governor. I can't stand Grisham. She's no better than Susana Martinez. I was in California when I was a kid, near a baby. I was like 5 years old when I was in California. That was the last time I've been in California. I went to Disneyland, so that was the last time I've ever been there. But it would be nice to go back one day. But anyway, yeah, feel free. Like I said, I'm gonna probably end the stream here just because I have some stuff to do. But I greatly appreciate all the support and people that have joined. And if you guys like these live streams and you like these videos, feel free to check out my rest of my channel. Check out the second channel, Albinster's Destruction, if you're into destruction videos. And stay tuned for next week because we'll try and go live then. New Shirley Temple 7-Up review is out. Go check that out too if you haven't already. Bucky says, when I went to El Paso this year, there was a fight at the water park I was at, and the police had to break it up 3 times, and the guys had blood in their mouths. Dang. And you would think at a public, family-oriented place like that, you wouldn't think anything like that would happen, but it did. It obviously did, so that's pretty sad. But yeah, like I said, if you like these kind of videos, feel free to share this channel with other people if you think they might like them, and make sure you're subscribed for and up to date with all the videos. But if you like all random, like I said, this channel's variety channel, so it has all different kinds of videos. But yeah, like I said, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you stay up to date with them. But anyway, I greatly appreciate everybody that has stopped by this Friday, and I really wish everybody a great weekend and a great Friday evening, and just kick back, relax, and enjoy. And we'll see you soon. We'll see you anyway. I have more videos coming up, so take care. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and have a good night. Take care, Bucky. Take care, Chase. I'll probably do an update on these palms when I repot them, but yeah, thank you guys.